Good morning, people. Welcome to the brewery, and welcome to the Death Star build. Here we got the control panel. Down here is where we control our main power, and this is also our e-stop. As you can see, it's really easy to kill the power. We didn't need any fancy buttons. Well, we would have liked to put a fancy button on, but quite frankly, cost and room in the control panel was an issue. Now with the main power on, we could come to the control panel, and we don't have any ID tags on here yet, but here's our on switches down here. This guy fires up the automation, and this guy right here kicks on the 12 volt transformer that then throttles the pulse width modulators for each of the elements. Obviously, I don't have the elements wired up, nor the pumps or the temp sensors. That'll come when I get the kegs back from the welder and I'm able to start plumbing everything. There's really no sense in running wires when I don't know exactly where everything's going. Now back to the control panel. These guys would be reading the temperature of the vessels if the sensors were hooked up. This would be pump number 1. And that's heating element for the boil kettle. As you hear, this one is hooked up to a contactor. It gives a very nice industrial clunk as it's activated. The pumps don't pull enough amperage to warrant a contactor. And over here, this would be the pump, or pump number 2, and the contactor for the rims tube element, which you can see over there. Kerchunk. Kerchunk. I love that noise. And then here in the center, we've got the timer. Actually, let's bump this down so we can watch it. We'll just set it to 10 seconds. And this is a 3-position switch right here. It is currently in the timer pause position. That's why that's blinking. If I move it over to the right, this will activate the alarm. The alarm is pretty annoying, so that's why I got a 3-position switch, as you'll see here in 2, 1. I'll hear that no matter where I am in the apartment/brewery, but by turning this to the center position, it shuts the switch up. But if we reset the timer here, you'll see it still allows the timer. Yep, we haven't fastened the control panel in place yet. Just mocked up. But we could pause the timer, allow the timer to run without an alarm, or allow the timer to run with an alarm. And that is the Death Star until, well, about 2 weeks from now. Hopefully within the next 2 weeks, hint hint Chris, we'll have the kegs back and we can start plumbing this thing. Until then, drink more beer.